Okay, good morning, artists. Today we are going to talk about mixing tints and shades of a specific color in order to create kind of like a gradient in a landscape. So the color that I have chosen today is blue. And so if we remember from tints, adding white makes a tint and adding black makes a shade. So I will need both of these colors, but first I'm going to mix the tints first because I like my nice clean paintbrush to start with white, and black muddies it up pretty quickly. So part of my picture is going to have the pure blue in it, but I'm going to have a light spot with some tints. So I'm going to take quite a bit of white and put it in an area, maybe 2 scoops, and then it doesn't take as much blue, so I'm just going to take a little bit, see that tiny bit on my brush, and I'm going to mix that into the white that I've added to create a very, very light blue. And then I will use this tint to paint an area on my paper. So I'm just going to kind of start going in a circle and create a nice super light blue. Then when I'm happy with that, I'm going to rinse my brush, wipe it on a paper towel, and then I'm going to make another tint that's not quite that light. So I can actually just use that same space, add more white, but this time I'm going to add a little bit more blue than I did last time. So see, I got a pretty good dip, and I'm just going to stir that around. And it should be lighter than my regular blue, but darker than that first blue that I made. And when I'm happy with my next tint, I'm going to take it and I'm going to just add it to my painting. Oh, you know what I should have gotten before I did this? I should have got a messy mat. Messy mat to the rescue. So I will put this under my picture so that I don't get paint all over the table. And now I will continue painting with that nice, lovely light blue that I've made. And now that I've got some light blue, I want to go ahead and make one more tint. I think we'll do one more tint before I switch to shades. So I'm going to take not quite a big scoop of white this time, maybe a little bit more. But now I'm going to take like an actual good dip of blue, and I'm going to stir it around. Should still be lighter than regular blue, but maybe I want just a little bit more blue. Maybe even just a little bit more. So it's still a lighter blue, but it's darker than my last blue. And now I'm going to keep painting, and I'll go ahead and just paint off the edge of the paper, kind of smooth these together. A little bit more. See if I can't get up every last little drop of my pretty nice light blue. Now here's when I decide, do I want another little bit of light blue or do I want the regular blue? I think I'm just going to call that 1, 2, 3 tints, and now I'm going to go for regular blue, and I'm going to just paint a nice blue ring, making sure to go all the way off the paper. All right, well, maybe a little bit more. Now I want to look like it's getting darker as it goes towards the outside edge, so I need to start mixing shades of blue. So I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm not touching that white again at all. Now I'm going to mix some shades. So just like I mixed the white with blue, now I'm mixing shades. That was tints, but now I'm mixing shades. So my first shade, I want to be just a little bit darker than my blue. So I'm going to take, I think I need more blue paint. All right, so I want to get a couple good scoops of blue. And this time we just want it a little bit darker, so I'm just going to take a teeny tiny bit of black, and I'm going to mix that into my blue. Wow, that got dark quick. Okay, do I think that's dark enough? Maybe a teeny tiny bit more. Woo! It's a dark blue. All right, and then I'm going to paint. It's fine to get it on the messy mat. That's what they're for. I'm gonna paint, keep painting. And if you run out, like it looks like I might, you might have to mix up a little bit more of that dark blue. I might be able to have enough. Go all the way to the edge. Trying to make sure you don't have any white space peeking out. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. It's getting darker. All right, now to make an even darker shade. So this time I take a scoop of blue and a pretty big scoop of black. Oh, that got like almost black color. Okay, and then I'm going to put that layer on. And I'm going to go ahead and just paint all that away. I have just a tiny bit of paper left. So I'm going to try and do one more shade. So again, more blue, but this time a whole lot of black, and it's going to be like almost black. All right. Okay, and now we have a nice gradient with tints and shades, and then our regular blue is kind of here in the middle. So, all right, when you are finished, put your artwork on the drying rack. Thank you, artists.